Have you ever felt like you're constantly giving to others but losing yourself in the process? Today's story will change the way you see the power of saying yes, not to everyone else, but to yourself. Stay with us till the end, because this lesson might just unlock your true potential. In a busy city filled with endless noise and constant demands, there lived a woman named Maya. Maya was the kind of person everyone relied on, at work, at home, and among friends. If someone needed a favor, she was the first to step up. If a colleague needed help with their project, she stayed late to assist. If a friend called in distress, she dropped everything to be there. She thought this made her a good person, someone who was kind, helpful, and valued. But in reality, Maya was drowning. Her days were a blur of responsibilities that weren't even hers. She was exhausted, overwhelmed, and yet she kept saying yes. She agreed to things she didn't have time for. She said yes to things she didn't even want to do. And each time she felt a small part of herself slipping away. One evening, as she sat at her desk trying to finish a report after spending hours helping a coworker with theirs, she glanced at the clock. Midnight. She let out a deep sigh. "Why do I feel so empty?" she whispered to herself. At that moment, a message popped up on her phone from an old friend. "Maya, remember when you wanted to start your own design business? Whatever happened to that dream?" Maya froze. That dream. The one she had before she became everyone's problem solver. The dream she had abandoned because she was always too busy saying yes to others. Something shifted inside her. It was time for a change. The next day, Maya made a decision. She would start setting boundaries. It wasn't easy. The first time she said, "I'm sorry, but I can't help with that right now." To a colleague, she felt a wave of guilt. When she told a friend, "I need some time for myself this weekend," she feared she would lose their friendship. But something amazing happened. Nothing bad happened. Instead, she felt free. For the first time in years, she had control over her time. The stress that had weighed her down for so long started to lift. She felt lighter, stronger. She realized that saying no wasn't about rejecting people. It was about protecting herself. As she set boundaries, something unexpected happened. People started respecting her more. Her boss no longer overloaded her with work. Her friends understood when she needed space. And most importantly, she began respecting herself. With this newfound freedom, Maya revisited her old dream, her design business. She used the time she had reclaimed to work on her passion. She started small, taking online courses and sketching designs at night. Every time she said yes to herself, she felt a spark of excitement, a feeling she hadn't had in years. Her confidence grew. She started taking on small projects. Clients began to notice her work. And slowly, her dream, the one she thought she had lost, started coming back to life. By saying yes to herself, Maya unlocked her true potential. Maya feared that setting boundaries would push people away. But something surprising happened. Her relationships improved. She was no longer resentful or exhausted when spending time with loved ones. She had energy to truly be present, to listen, and to engage in meaningful conversations. Her closest friends supported her journey, and those who only stayed around because she was always available, they drifted away, and that was okay. She realized that the people who truly cared would never be upset by her taking care of herself. As Maya looked back at her old life, she barely recognized herself. She was no longer the woman who said yes out of fear or guilt. She was someone who chose her yes carefully, saying yes to growth, to happiness, and to dreams that mattered. She knew the journey wasn't over. Setting boundaries is a lifelong practice. There would be times when she would struggle again, but now she had the power to choose, and that was the greatest gift of all. Maya's story teaches us an important lesson. Saying yes to yourself doesn't mean pushing people away. It means creating space for the right things in life. When you learn to set boundaries, you don't lose people. You lose the ones who were never meant to stay. So what will you say yes to today? Let us know in the comments. And if this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Life Story Echoes for more powerful life lessons. See you in the next one.